So here's a crazy story. Um, it was in my last area, and which was is in downtown Chicago, and I was what were we doing that day? We had a member appointment downtown for dinner. We're going to go eat at California Pizza Kitchen with a member from the YSA ward, and at that time it was about I think it was about November, December, I can't remember, but pretty sure it was in November, and that was right around the election, of President Trump. And in downtown Chicago, there's a building called the Trump Building. It's named after President Trump. Um, and man, the Hispanics did not like Trump, and there's lots of people who did not like Trump, especially in Chicago. And so downtown, we just got done eating dinner with this member, and we kind of split our ways. We're going back to the L train to go back to our car where we parked it outside of the city. And as we're walking, I just remember it just felt like a movie. It was crazy. We're walking, we look up, and we see this helicopter kind of just hovering above us. And we're like, huh, and keep walking. And then me and my companion, we take a left, and we see this whole street is blocked off. Like there's a policewoman there guiding traffic saying, go this way, go that way, but there's no way going up the street because that was the street that led to the Trump building. And we can see this huge crowd of people just protesting and just saying how much they hate Trump, saying very mean, explicit things. It was just a very, just almost like an evil energy, just very negative, very bad, just not good, nothing that administration should be by. And so we went that way, and then we tried to avoid it by taking a right, by going down these stairs, and we saw more protesters coming. So we're like, oh my gosh, like we have to go through the protesters to get to the L train. So we just really know what to do. So we kept walking, and then we're in downtown Chicago, and we just take a left. Just kind of, we didn't see any protesters, so we just took a left. Like, all right, this has got to be good. Hopefully this is clear. Then as we're walking, we're crossing this bridge. And then out of nowhere, just we hear like this like stomping, like doo 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 doo, kind of imagine that, and we're like, oh no. And then as soon as we heard that, we see this giant crowd of people holding signs that say awful things about Trump, just a very negative energy. People just shouting very mean things, very awful things about Trump. I'm not going to say him obviously, but. They started walking by, and so we had to get out of the way and go to the sidewalk because they're in the street. And then there's so many people just marching, and I've never experienced like a crowd like that, like a crowd where there's just such negative energy coming from it, and that just the spirit just wasn't there. And we needed to get out, but the only way to get that was just to go through. And so we just kept on walking, and people were just yelling at us, just saying, Trump sucks, but in their own way. And we kept on walking, and then we got on the L train, and we tried contacting some people, but they were all just so mad. They all hated Trump. I remember asking this lady on the train, I was like, trying to spark conversation with her so I can share the gospel with her, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, just got back from a Trump rally. Did you vote for Trump? And she just kind of starts just kind of like bickering at me, and I'm being as peaceful as I possibly can. I'm like, I just try to get involved with those kinds of things. I'm a missionary, for Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints, and we had a good conversation actually. But you just feel the negative energy, but the further you got away from the city, the better it got, and it was very strange. But then, cool thing is a week later, if I remember right, or a week or two later, the Cubs won the World Series. So that was in my area, it was in my mission when that happened, and that was amazing. And so that was really cool because everyone was just in the best mood once the Cubs won the World Series, because we would go downtown and contact people, and I would just say, go Cubs, and people were like, woo, and they would just start, yelling and chanting and being all happy and excited. It was just so easy to share the gospel with those people just because they didn't really care. They were just so happy. And so it was just weird going from like a week before to just, it seems like everyone was just filled with hatred, and it's hard to share the gospel with people. But it was also a great opportunity to share the gospel with people, to just people were just so outgoing and just so happy, and were just open about anything with you. So that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool experience.